Just a quick update, or maybe not quick. I'm headed to go and do my morning workout, and I wanted to touch base because I did say that I am going to be posting with updates and things like that to educate, but to also keep me accountable because I do need the accountability. But one of the main reasons why I want to start posting about how I prep for a contest or for the stage is because there's a lot of information and practices out there that are totally unhealthy. And in my opinion, they don't speak to the nature of what fitness or bodybuilding is supposed to be. Um, for me, it is about becoming healthier. It's about becoming more fit. It's about essentially taking care of the body temple. And so there's a lot of stuff out there that people do, in my opinion, that's counter productive to health and to fitness and longevity and treating the body as a temple. So I said, let me put myself out there, something that I have always wanted to do. But in the past, I haven't done it because I'm like thinking about, the other contestants who are preparing for shows, kind of trying to keep my secrets to myself. And then also there's that fear of like, are you going to be able to see it through once you put it out there and all that jazz. But I think I'm to the point, and I am definitely of the age now where I kind of don't give a damn. And really and truly, I'm doing it for fun now, as well as to keep myself fit, because it's a perfect way to stay fit when you know that you're going to see yourself on stage half naked. It makes you definitely hold yourself accountable. But I wanted to speak to the way I prep, specifically talking today about nutrition and about food, because I do not take any pharmaceutical drugs or anything like that to enhance my body or to gain muscle. I don't do any injections. I don't manipulate my hormones or anything like that. It's just straight nutrition for me. All of the vitamins and supplements I take can be brought at the vitamin shop, can be brought at Publix, and things like that. So, I mean, that's what it is. Everything else is just food. So, I want to speak on food because I've been wanting for a long time to do a vegan prep, simply because I am interested in the vegan lifestyle, and I do find that there are benefits in the vegan lifestyle. But one of the things I want to talk about, and the reason why I'm doing this post on nutrition, is because what I realize for me, and this is just for me, when I am doing the vegan lifestyle, when I'm eating no meat, no dairy, and pretty much vegan. I always say vegan with the exception of honey because I love honey. But when I'm doing a vegan lifestyle or vegan nutrition, I have a tendency to crave more sugar. And that's just me. Like, I crave sugar after a while. So, like, there's a period, I would say maybe like a month or two, no more than 2 months, where I'm like vegan, doing things healthy and things like that. But then all of a sudden, there's like this rage of like sugar cravings that hit me, and then I have a tendency to give in to them. And so, what I find is when I'm doing a high protein diet, and when I say high protein, because I'm not a meat eater, I don't do beef and things like that. Every once in a while, I do have the occasional halal lamb because I was brought up on lamb, so it's still in my system, and I like lamb. So every once in a while, I will do some halal lamb. I love seafood, and there's a certain type of egg that I like. It's the organic, free range, pasture raised egg. And I probably shouldn't be telling you guys that because then I go on Publix and there's none, And then I'm like, what the hell did I do? But anyway, so that's the egg that I like. And I find when I'm eating more protein and vegetables, I can go longer, almost a year, without having sugar cravings, and my body responds well with those type of proteins in my diet. Meaning, when I go to the gym, I feel a lot stronger, and I have more energy and things like that. So I just wanted to put those two things out there in regard to vegan and high protein, because I've done every single diet that you can think of, aside for like carnivore and stuff like that. Because like I said, I don't like a lot of meat in terms of red meat. But when it comes to my proteins, my seafood, my fish, my eggs, and things like that, it resonates well with my body. So I wanted to bring that up because I really think at this point, for me, I have to listen to my body in terms of what activities I'm doing with regard to my diet. So if I'm just, like, I just got off of my whole 6-day a week, kind of, I would say relaxed. For me, that's relaxed. 6-day a week yoga, 3-day a week cardio is relaxed for me. And I was eating basically a vegetarian diet, mostly vegan days. I had a couple of days out of the month where I had some seafood. And so that was all cool. But like I said, I noticed that at the end of maybe like about 40 days, I started craving like pastries and stuff like that. And people call that the junk food vegan diet. So I was like kind of on I would say junk food because it's still healthy, but I would say a comfort food vegan diet, which for me is not conducive to the type of body that I want to build. So I'm transitioning, and this is like my first week prepping. And what I would say is that I have not really started a diet per se, a fixed diet, but I'm just weaning things out and weaning myself off of like these vegan pastries, putting in more diet, more water, reminding myself to take my vitamins and things like that. That's what I'm doing now. And then getting back into the routine of lifting. I did a leg day. I think I posted it 2 days ago, and like I was so sore. I felt like I had rocks in my quads. It was crazy. So kind of just doing some stretching and getting myself back into a routine for lifting. So I wanted to speak to people who, you hear all this stuff about like diet, like what diet is best for you, what should you do, and what's ethical and things like that. For me, what I have discovered when it comes to diet and when it comes to ethics is this: you eat according to your body and your nutritional needs. I know people say like you can supplement with this and you can supplement with that when you're doing vegan, but at the end of the day, if you're eating all these processed foods, I mean, in my opinion, I would just rather have the wild caught fish rather than doing all the supplementation and all this processing and things like that. So it's really a matter of choice. But you also have to know about your health. So for me, I don't like a lot of sugar in my diet because sugar also leads to other health issues. I know a lot of vegans, who suffer from different nutritional deficiencies and also different health issues because, with all good intention, they want to become vegan for ethical reasons or moral reasons and things like that. But you really have to find out, like, what is best for you. Like, what does my body crave? What does my body need? What kind of energy am I putting out on a day-to-day basis? And I just use the word energy, so that brings me to the next point when it comes to nutrition. Food is energy. So like for me, when I go into the market and I do buy my protein, my my animal protein, I look for ethical raised, mostly organic, almost always organic, halal or kosher meats or proteins, basically. And so there's an energy that goes to that because you know that the people, or you want to believe that the people who are raising the animals are treating them with respect and reverence, right? So like when you put that in your body, you can only hope that you're receiving that energy, okay? Versus some of the crazy stuff that we see and that we know that goes on in raising these animals, which is not ethical and not moral, and we definitely would want to put that in our bodies. So just think about, if it helps, think about the energy of the food that you're putting in your body. Same thing goes with growing food. I mean, people can say, "Oh, I'm a vegan," but like, how are the people that you're purchasing your food from, your vegetables from, how are they treating their garden? How are they treating their plants? You know, it's the same thing. Are the vegetables organic? Are the vegetables GMO? You know, so you got vegan and you got not vegan. But what I'm focusing on this point is how my body feels and what I need from a nutritional standpoint to reach my goals. And then for me, it has always been and will always be about the energy of the food. So I just wanted to put that out there because, like I said, I'm transitioning, and really with this particular prep, I just want to do things my way. Well, I've always done things my way, but I really want to do things my way, and see what type of results come from that. So I just wanted to share that with you with regard to food and nutrition. Really just tap into your own vibration, listen to your own body, and just be aware of what you need nutritionally. Now, I'm going to tell you this because people don't speak about it a lot, but one of the ways to really tap into your own voice and your own needs when it comes to nutrition is to do a fast. If you do I'm not going to say a long fast. I love long fasts, to be honest, but if you do a 48-hour, and I'm going to even push it to say 72-hour, if you do a 2 to 3 day fast and just drink your water, take your minerals, again, listen to your body, because even with that, just listen to your body. But if you do a fast with no food, right, and you just drink water and you take your vitamins and minerals, when you come off of that fast, if you're of sound mind, meaning if you don't have like any eating disorders or anything like that, if you're of sound mind and you don't struggle with eating disorders and things like that, you're gonna come off that fast with a clear knowing of the food that your body needs. And I'm speaking from experience because I do fast periodically, and every time I've come off of a fast, my body will crave something different, which is why I sometimes am a vegan, which is why I sometimes I'm doing like a clean protein diet. It's because my body tells me what I need. I remember once I did an extended fast. I don't want to get into how long it was because it's between me and the maker. But anyway, I did an extended fast, and when I came off of that fast, the way people were telling me to break the fast was not how my body and how my energy told me to break the fast. My body was like, I want some scrambled eggs, organic. And I did that. I had those eggs, and literally that was my nutrition source for about 6 months, and I have never felt so good. So like, the body knows what vitamins you need, it knows what minerals you need, and if you give yourself a break from food consumption, you can really quiet the system and really hear, and feel energetically what it is that your body needs, not only from a nutritional standpoint, but a vitamin standpoint, because a lot of vitamins are in the food, right? I remember once I did a fast as well, and I came off of the fast, and like, I wanted a sweet potato. And so like, I had sweet potato soup, and on and on and on. So listen to your body before you focus on whether or not you want to be vegan, whether you want to be a carnivore, whether you want to do this or that. Regardless of how you want your body to look, pay attention to the energy of your food energetically. Like, what are you putting into your body on an energetic standpoint? Another thing, are you blessing the food that you eat? We get away from that. I go to restaurants all the time and I watch people sit down, and like when the waiter brings the food or the bread, like they're like, wow, and it's already in their mouth. And like I've done it too, but I'm really aware of praying over my food just because of the kind of work that I do. But just think about it. There's a lot of things going on in the world today. People may be at work who don't want to be at work. That's cooking your food. People might be sick, and the list goes on and on and on. So, blessing your food and looking at the energy of your food is like the best thing that you can do with regard to diet and nutrition. So I know this is a fairly long post. I hope you listen to it to the end or get something from it. And I'm about to go in here and do my strength training. I've been loving my yoga days, honestly, and my cardio, but it's time to start lifting. There's a balance to life, like everything else, and lifting for me is a part of keeping the balance. So you all have a beautiful day. And I will try to post as many workout videos as I possibly can. But honestly speaking, guys, when I am training, I am literally praying. So I really wouldn't talk to you in prayer. So I probably wouldn't talk to you while I'm training. But I will try to do posts. And also too, I like to respect people's spaces when they're working out. So I don't really like to have like my camera and stuff like that set up when I'm training, because for me, training is another sacred thing that I do. And, sometimes you just want to train, and make that mind-body connection. However, I'll snap some exercises and try to share them with you all. Have a beautiful day. Peace and blessings. And remember, the body is the temple. Okay, that's how you wanna think about our bodies. So when we're eating our food, we want to just make sure that it's energetically appropriate. What we put into our bodies is between us and our maker, and eat well. So thank you for listening, and I will post again soon. Have a beautiful day.